the hell, y'all showing up on time? I'm not even ready. I had to run out and get my... Hey, I had a shot. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I had a shot, and it was Pfizer BioNTech. That's my shot for the day. Shot, 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 shot. What do you mean no sound? Suck it, Calvin. Good, okay. All right, so I'm totally not ready. Had to run out, do that, come home, work out. Because, you know, once you get a vaccination shot, the next thing you should do is strenuous exercise, right? So that was the next thing I did on my day. And then I was like, shit, I gotta get ready. I gotta get here. And then after this, I have a game. And then after that, I have grad school. And then after that, I have another stream. Free stuff in his headphones. Ready? Here it comes. I told you it was going to blow your mind. Okay. All right, enough of that. What's the plan? It's done. Knock it off. There. Turn that down. I don't even know what that is. What is that? What it is? Is there rave music in the background? Hold on, I gotta open up the monitor on that. It's my new. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, I can turn one off. Here. No, that one's fine. Did you just tell them, like, nope, I'm done. I need a day off? That's what I would do. I mean, it's probably why I'm generally not employed. Here, what's this one? Okay, did the voice mod stuff play? Maybe have it on the wrong soundboard volume. So that voice mod app that heavy pressure, good. Heavy pressure sucks. So that voice mod app that yeah, it's going to the right output. That Faco uses was on sale for like $29. So I totally just like bought the damn thing. I'm gonna pause the music here for a second. Oh yeah, it's there. I'm transmitting, Lich. Are you getting the signal? Yeah. There, that was last week's free program. Apparently I have a V cable and VV cable. I don't need a V cable. That can go away. Alright, cool. Welcome everyone to monitor off. To the weekly one page. Alright. Okay. Let's stop screwing around. Alright, so I'm working on a one-page RPG, which I found is difficult and requires lots of coffee. But I feel good about where it is, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to have to make a map for it. Not really. I've decided that there's a points structure. So 1 level delivery points, 2 level delivery is 1 point, 3 points for 2 level delivery. And then if you deliver palace delivery is 5 points, but it takes equals 5 points, but it takes 3 turns. I'm gonna put an asterisk here, and here, and here, and the asterisk is events may increase or decrease this time. So, like, do you want to go for the 5 points, but you might totally not get it done in time? I don't know. I haven't figured out how long the game will be. It says 3 to 6 rounds. Okay. Ow, hot. Ow, hot. All right, it's all D6, so everything is D6. D6, D6, D6. So I'm going to bring this events table over here because I want to finish this today. All right. Feel pretty good. I slept a lot. I did not. Sometimes I just stay up and watch streams, like when I know I shouldn't because I have to get up early the next day. And today was one of those. I really have to get up. I can't miss my COVID vaccination appointment. That would be frowned upon by everyone. Well, I mean everyone I know that I like. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's people I know and I don't like. We all got them people in our lives. They suck. We hate them. Well, I mean, I don't really hate my mom. I just don't talk to her. She's a hardcore Trump supporter. Sorry, I'm in therapy over it. Okay, airship race. Hitch a high-powered ride to your destination. Period. What it's going to say is hitch a high-powered ride to the Risen. Now remember, in Tyrracy, I'll open that up. In Tyrracy, in the city of Tyrracy, things are awry. Here we go. I gotta kind of zoom out so you can see the whole damn map, don't I? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I can close all the layers. You don't need the beeps. I know. Okay, so I closed all the layers. So now we just have, I'll up the view performance, the display performance here. I was running Firefox. This is just a note. I was running Firefox for all the streams for a while there, but then Incarnate works a little better in Chrome, so I switched to Chrome. Version 89 of Chrome is amazing. They have dropped. I regained like 600 megabytes of RAM with this new version of Chrome. So now I'm probably only going to use Chrome for the streams because it takes up so much less. I had 2 pinned tabs and 2 open tabs in Chrome, and one of them was showing a video from YouTube, and I had 2 pinned tabs and 2 open tabs in Firefox, which was not showing a video, and Firefox was using 150 more megabytes of RAM than Chrome was, which was showing the video, and I was like, well, Firefox, since you can't get your shit together, you're out. You're out of here, Firefox. I mean, there is some school stuff that has to use Firefox for some reason. I don't know. At least it's not Microsoft Edge or Internet Explorer. Hey, I'm live. Yes, I know the email was wrong. I was in a hurry. I didn't have time. Okay, so I imagine that so there's really like 1, 2, 3, 4 levels that have Raven deliveries. The poor folks don't get it. The unseen. But the worker doc, the worker dues, and I think some of the labels are missing. Are some of the labels on the wrong layer? Just flipping through all the layers here. Maybe I took them off because I have the scrolls. I think I took them off because I had the scrolls. Yep. Okay. So the unseen don't have mail delivery. They have to go up to Maker Do Town here, or Worker Do Town, to get mail delivery. So there's 1, 2, 3 3 levels to deliver from. The higher you go, the more dangerous it is to deliver, and therefore it takes more turns to deliver because you're avoiding all kinds of dragon patrols and security towers and things like that. Oh, the portal. That's going to be an event. Portal entry. You stumble upon the portal from Risen to Palace. Get there 1 round quicker. So if you're on the the events might not always pop off, and I know that's probably not the best game design, but I'll sort it out eventually here. Okay, hitch a high-powered rise to the Risen. Get there one round faster. Okay, so now what I think I'm gonna do. I'm trying to think if there should be positioning. Is there map positioning? Your Raven starts on Worker Due and then could deliver to Markavol or Risen and then get another message. Because if you deliver to Markavol, it's 1 point. If you deliver to Risen, it would be 3, and then the Palace would be 5 from... I'm going to do this. I'm going to change it. I'm going to say 1 level delivery, 2 level delivery, 3 level delivery. Okay, so 3 delivery, right? Because the furthest you can go is 1, 2, 3. So if you're at Worker Due and you want to try a Palace run right away, and then maybe you get lucky and hit Portal and get it in 2, then you get 5 points in 2 rounds, which is a lot of points suddenly. Because then you're in the Palace and you could do another 3 round run down to Maker Due. Hello, chill out. I like this. 1 level, 2 level, 3 level. So instead of naming the levels for delivery, it's just the number of levels you cross. So each round, Raven is transported and messes up the player's roll to determine the obstacles they overcome. At the beginning of the player's round, they declare player's turn. Gotta use the right terminology. They declare what level they are going to. All right, I'm gonna make little tracker cards here. Okay. Yeah, all right, this is good. And then I'm just gonna make this break character, column break, scoring. It's gonna be a header 3. Okay, here's the scoring. This is actions, also header 3. Increase, decrease, 4 second player roll, 9. You're drunk on St. Patrick's Day? I'm effing surprised. Way to hold up those stereotypes, Calvin. Okay, royal visit. Foreign royal family is visiting the palace. Get there. 12. A foreign royal, right? And it's 12 here, so it's what, 6? That's a long day of drinking. Hitch a ride and get 1 free turn with no So you hop onto like a royal barge. Hop on a royal air barge and get one free turn with no dice rolling. One turn with no dice rolling. So you're not going to get there faster because they're not in a speed race like they're not racing like the airship, but you get a whole round where you're protected from all of the dangers and stuff because you're attached to a royal air barge. Okay. Air invasion. A hostile force is... I need some music. You all have music. I do not have music. Your audio is off, so no, I can play Amazon Music and copyright hits. Oh, there's a big Twitch announcement, Twitch newsletter today. I didn't read it yet. Something about DCMA. They must be adding something to the interface to know if you're going to have a hit on your VODs. I just try to use all the royalty-free stuff I got in the large bundle on Fanatical. They have a referral program? I should look that up. Refer a friend. Okay, if I go to my Fanatical account, oh, I'm signed in. Go ahead. And now I can go to refer a friend. Account settings. Oh, it's right there. So Fanatical has this large music bundle right now. Oh, I hope it's not over. Is it over? Mega Music Collection, royalty free, which a bunch of what we're listening to today, or have been listening on the streams, is included. I think I paid $20 or $25. I have not even unpacked all the zip files for it yet. It's all just sitting there and waiting. All right, a hostile force is attacking. Tyrracy. They're not well liked. Add 1 round to total delivery time. I never said all the events are going to be positive. Some of the events might be negative, like that one. So if you roll a 3, okay, get there 1 round faster, get a free round, add 1 round, get there 1 round quicker. No, get there this round. So if you're going to the palace and you stumble upon the portal entry, boom, you're there. That's a pretty awesome one. To score 5 points real fast. Now I gotta put it back over here. It's too large. Alright. Portal entry, air invasion, royal visit, airship race. I got obstacles, which are airship turbulence, stray, defense tower beam, risen raven hunt, those jerks, they fire trying to shoot down ravens. Avalanche, coming from the snow-top mountain. Security check, hungry dragon patrol. Alright, I don't want to duplicate those into the events. Airship race, royal visit, air invasion, portal entry. Okay. What about... Ooh, I know. Magical... Lose... overcome or lose or move backwards 1 level. Oh, that sucks. I have to figure out the balance on this. So you can overcome. So player actions are overcome, interact, or participate. I'm mixing up my terms. So overcome and obstacle. And then interact with a boon. Participate in an event. Look, I opened Amazon Music and then I never started to listen to something. Top EDM, lo-fi hip hop, Billie Eilish at home, Daft Punk, EDM bangers, dark wave. Dark wave is on this playlist. Oh, Swedish House Mafia. Sold. I like that Amazon Music put its own volume, so I can have monitor volume and I can have app volume, which I really appreciate, right in the app. Okay, so you decide that you're going to participate in an event and then you roll the die, or do you do all of them each round? Overcome an obstacle, interact with a boon, participate in an event. Any round that you're moving, you have to choose one. The players decide. Okay, objective. This is gameplay. Yeah, okay. Refining the idea. Each round, a raven. Each round, you, as a raven, are transporting a message up or down the map. Transporting a message. Yeah. The players. No. At the beginning of your turn, because everybody is a raven in this game. In the other game I was making, there were 3 different roles: security, conspirator, and raven master. That's going to be, I think, like a secret Hitler sort of mechanic. I'm not sure yet. It's going to be something about passing dice from one player to another, I think. You roll 6 dice secretly, you take 2, you pass them on to somebody, you write it down on your roll card. Gotta work on this one, then I'll work on that. At the beginning of your turn, declare what level you are going to attempt delivery to, and if you are not en route. All right. At the beginning of your turn, declare what level you are going to attempt delivery to if you are not en route. If you're en route, we already know. Then choose an action for that round, for that turn. At the beginning of your turn, you choose an action for that turn. I'm going to put a semicolon list there, which is overcome, interact, participate. Oh, it almost fits. Come back up here. I get rid of this. I don't need that. Okay. Each round, you as a raven are transporting a message up or down the map. At the beginning of your turn, declare what level you are going to attempt delivery to if you are not en route. Here. At the beginning of your turn, if not en route, declare what level you are delivering. I'm just going to say delivering to. That's a whole lot of unnecessary words. Then choose an action for that turn. Overcome interact protection. Roll a d6 to determine obstacle. Obstacle event boon. I'll put them in alphabetical order. Boon, event, or obstacle. Then resolve. All right, so originally we were rolling 3d6 every turn, but now we're just going to roll 1d6 every turn. I got a yellow, a blue, and orange. Ooh, I got translucent blue. I like that one. Translucent yellow, translucent blue. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. It's only going to be one die. So I would be like, oh, a boon. Haha, boon. I'm going to make this. I know what I'm going to do for the first boon. Okay. Extra action potion, whatever. Drink this potion, roll a d6. Oh, roll a roll a d6. Even, obstacle, odd, event. Ah. Is it really a boon? How about item? Event, item, or obstacle. All right, and then interact with a boom. Interact with a boom. Boom's in chat, yo. Okay. There. Interact with an item. Decrease means decrease means active player must get 5 or 6 on both dice, right? Decrease means 1 die roll is -1. Force active player to re-roll 1 die. Okay. So the adversary, so active player actions. So that's the person whose turn it is, can do this. To successfully overcome or participate, a player must roll 1 or 5 or a 6 on either d6. Okay, adversary actions. This is going to be a bullet list. Increase, decrease, reroll. Active player must roll 2 successes. Decrease die. 1d60 rolled by active player is -1. Adversary chooses after roll. There, reroll. Adversary forces active player to reroll 1 die. There, I just crushed that all down to that. Okay, so say it's my first turn. I'm like, all right, I'm going to deliver to the palace because I'm in MakerDo and I'm crazy and it's 3 rounds. I want the 5 points. My first one, I'm going to declare... I'm going to declare an event. So I'm going to take my d6, I'm going to roll it. Oh, I got a 6. Haha, it's the one I haven't done yet. Alright, we'll say 6. For example, royal visit. Alright, a foreign royal family is visiting the palace. Hitch a ride on a royal air barge and get 1 turn with no die rolling. Oh, so I'm like, on my tracker I could be like, no die rolling. Okay, but the adversary is going to roll a die and says they got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's a reroll. So then the adversary could say reroll that, and then the player has to reroll that, and then I got a 4. That's a portal entry, and I stumble upon the portal from Risen to Palace, and I get there this round. Zoop. Which is even better. But must be on Risen. Must. So you have to track where you are. Trackers. Where you are. Where you're going. These could be like little whiteboard cards or something. I have some of those somewhere. Where you are, where you're going. Benefits or negatives. Benefits or negatives. Okay. So there's going to be some type of tracker, like an active player tracker and an adversary tracker down here. Right there. And there's going to be like 2. I have to send a Snapchat to my daughter. It's St. Patrick's Day, and her mother is of Irish heritage. Okay, so there's gonna be 2 trackers down there. I'll sort that out later. All right, items. Okay, airship race, royal visit, air invasion, portal entry, thunderstorm. There's a security check in obstacles, so I don't want to make another security check in events. Wind shears. Flying becomes very difficult. Roll a success to overcome or stay on current level this turn. Here we go. Okay, so the events now are... Let me just fold. Okay, the events are go up faster. I'm just going to say hitch a high-powered ride to the next level. Makes it more useful. Hitch a high-powered ride to the next level. Get there 1 round faster. A foreign royal family is visiting the palace. Hitch a ride on a royal air barge and get 1 turn. And okay. Your next turn. Is movement without an action, right? Because you're not doing anything, you're just riding on the barge, so you get movement and you don't have to worry about anything happening to you, and the adversary can't do anything to you that round. Okay, air invasion. A hostile force is attacking Tyrracy. Add 1 round to total delivery time due to avoiding battles. All right, portal entry. You stumble upon the portal. You stumble upon a portal. Okay, so I don't like the way this works now. You stumble upon a portal and can move 2 levels this turn. See? You could deliver a message instantly. Like you start, you roll, boom, done. You got points. You got 3 points. Cool. All right. Thunderstorm. A magical storm appears in the skies over Tyrracy. Move backward 1 level. Like the rain is so due to torrential downpour. The rain is so heavy, it just pushes you down a level. You can't get anywhere. So I have get to the next level right away. 1 round faster. Hitch a ride up, down 2 levels. Get there next round. Get there at beginning of next turn. Okay, so you hitch an air ride and it shoots you up 2 levels and then you're there. Otherwise, a 2-level delivery takes 2 turns, so you would have to do something this turn and do something next turn, and then you would get there. But this one's like whoosh, you're there at the beginning of your next turn. Okay. The royal, so you can go up or down 2. The royal visit lets you ride for free for 1 turn. Air invasion adds 1 round of total delivery time. Portal entry. You stumble upon a portal entry and can move 2 levels this turn. Boop, boop. And then and deliver message. And deliver your message right away, if that is your destination. You can move up to 2 levels this turn and deliver your message right away if that is your destination. Okay, so you could be, so with that one, you could be on Markoval, stumble upon a portal and go and deliver to the palace right away. 1, 2. It still counts as a 2-level delivery, but you get 3 points in that turn. Okay. Magical storm appears in the skies over Tyrracy. Move backward 1 level, up or down, due to torrential downpour. I'll just say due to poor visibility. Poor visibility. Wind shear. Oops. Wind shear. Winds here. Flying becomes very difficult. Roll a success to overcome. Roll a success to overcome or stay. So then you would roll 2 dice. I rolled a 4 and a 1. I would get stuck there. I rolled a 3 and a 1. I rolled a 1 and a 2. I rolled a 1 and 2. These dice suck. I rolled a 5 and a 1. Hey, I succeeded. Roll a success on 2 dice. Roll 2d6 and get 1 success to overcome or stay on. Okay, good. All right. Okay. Okay, as a matter of fact, all this text is going to leave that box because I'm going to use this box for the trackers. Here. Because why have another box that's unnecessary when I have this box here that could just go all the way down here? Okay, that's going to be H3. Oh, what's going on there? Why is there a weird... What's up with that? It says it's on. That's so weird. Now it's... Now you're that. Oh, I see. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6. Why is there... Oh, it's probably because of the basic text. Basic paragraph? Right. Got it. Okay, fine. Okay. Alright, I'm happy with the event because it can keep you where you are. It can move you backwards 1. It can keep you where it can move you backwards 1. You can move 2 levels instantly. You can get a free round of just riding on the air barge. You can... there's an air invasion that makes it your delivery last longer, and there is 2 levels at the beginning of next 2 levels in 1 turn. There's 2 levels now, so then on the next turn you could pick up the portal entry. If you find the portal entry, you zoop and you deliver, you're done. Then on your next turn you could pick up a message. But with the airship race, you get their 2 levels, but then on the next level you have to deliver. Okay, so each round is a rating or transporting a message up and down the map, or delivering it. At the beginning of your turn, if not en route, declare what level, where you are going, where you are going, or that you are delivering. Then choose an action that turn, overcome interact. Let's see if I can make up some room here. What if I take this and I justify it? Ah, yeah, see, now I got a little extra space here. Not on that one. Not on that one either. I knew that. Each round, you, as a raven, are transporting a message up or down the map or delivering it. At the beginning of your turn, if not en route, declare where you are going. Or, if you arrived, that you are delivering. If not delivering, choose an action for that turn, overcome, interact, participate. Roll a d6 to determine the event, item, or obstacle, then result. Okay, so move, I'm delivering. That's my whole turn. I get my points. That seems like an unnecessary step. When you get to the level that you're delivering to, it should deliver. Okay, at the beginning of your turn, if not en route, deliver where you are going. Declare where you are going. That's it. I'm just going to leave it at that. Choose an action for that turn overcome. I'll just say a player may deliver and get a new message in the same turn. There. Each round, use a raven or transporting a message up or down the map or delivering it. No, up or down the map and delivering it. At the beginning of your turn, if not en route, declare where you are going. So if you're already en route, fine. Then if you get to where you are, you arrive where you are, you deliver the message, you get a new message, right? A player may deliver and get a new message in the same turn. So you're always going to declare where you're going. At the beginning of your turn, declare where you are going. Oh no, if not en route, declare where you are going. Choose an action for that turn. Overcome, interact, participate. Roll a d6 to determine an event, item, or obstacle, then resolve. Then resolve. A player may deliver and get a new message in the same turn. Okay. Scoring. 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turns. Events. I'm just going to say dice rolls may increase or decrease this time. But this is the... but the points remain the same. There we go. All right. Actions. Active player actions. Overcome an obstacle, interact with an item, participate in an event, successfully overcome, interact, or participate. Player must roll a 5 or 6 on either d6. So it's already written that you have to roll a success. So if that's in... here. Fail to participate means stay on current level this turn. These are events, success conditions, success results. So you say, I'm going to participate in an event. You roll the event die. You get a 6. It says wind shear. Flying becomes very difficult. Fail to participate means stay on current level. So I rolled 2 4s, so I failed. So I failed, and then I'm stuck there. Okay. The adversary could say, so the adversary is going to roll these adversary actions. Roll a d6. To determine your option for the turn, for the active player's turn. So it's like opposed dice rolls, kind of. This is 1 to 2. This is 3 to 4. And this is 5 to 6. Okay, so every turn, whether you're adversary or active, you're going to roll a d6. So here's my adversary die, here's my active player die. They both roll. Player says, oh, I got a 3. I forgot to choose what they got, so I'll roll a die. They said interact with an item, they get a 3, so they're going to have item 3. The adversary got decreased die. 1d6 rolled by active player is -1. Adversary chooses after roll. So they could choose on that one or then on the success roll, because you have to roll to succeed. To successfully overcome, interact, or participate, player must roll a 5 or 6 on either. Yeah. So the choice on the obstacle, event, and item is a random die roll, and then you have to roll to see if you succeed. I got a 3 and a 6. However, the adversary got a 3. He could decrease 1. It doesn't matter on that one. Sometimes it just won't matter, because he could make my 6 a 5, but a 5 and a 6 is a success. Okay, cool. I like that. All right, items. This cloud is the wrong sort of mechanic, because I was thinking something else. Drink this potion. Roll a d6. Okay, so drink this potion and be like, oh, I got a 1, so it's an odd. Is an event. I'm gonna roll an event. Oh, it's a 6, a wind shear. Oh no. Flying becomes very difficult. Fail to participate means stay on the current level. The adversary is holding a reroll. I get a 4 and a 2. I failed, so I'm stuck on the level, and then the adversary doesn't have to do anything. Roll d6 to determine option plan. You do not need to use your action every turn. Sometimes it's just not gonna. You don't need to do it, because then I'd be like, oh, re-roll that, and then they succeed, and then that's not cool. That's not adversarial. Okay. Actions. Extra action potion. Jetpack. Right. We need a game that has a jetpack in it, and now there's a jetpack. Jetpack. Can't tell if I'm cold or if I'm sweaty from working out earlier. I don't know. I showered. Thank God there's no smell-o-vision. Let's see here. All right. The Ravens of Tyrracy. I think I'm going to get... Now I think I'm cold. It must be that shot. Must be that COVID shot. I'll be right back. I'm not even going to put up the timer. I'm just going to go grab my flannel shirt and drop some crap on the ground. Get blue. Oh. Old man coming through. Drunk and bending down, pick stuff up off the floor. All right. Nothing makes you aware of your own tics and tendencies like streaming live up to the world. Am I right, streamers? I think Calvin fell asleep / passed out. Okay, all right. Jetpack, chemical rocket that boosts speed 2 levels this round. Failure means explosion, die, and lose message. I love it. What a brutal jetpack that is. You need more space for these items suddenly. Telling a story with each one. Maybe I can shrink down. I bet this is all 12, isn't it? Oh no, this is 10. That's all 10. That's 10. That's all 10. 10. Oh boy. 10. I need to stop being so verbose, apparently. That's all 10. Okay. Well, on these, I can bump the... there's like a really big... this. Dunk, dunk. There we go. That's better. Same thing here. Dunk, dunk. Do that over here. Just crunching the text down a little bit. It's got these big gaps between bullet lists. This one's not even bulleted. I'm just gonna do it anyway. Okay. There. Oh, now I got a little extra room. I think I can fit. Nope, too big. Okay, so it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't think I can fit scoring. No. All right, extra action potion, jetpack. Laundry line. Quick. Dodge. No. Evasive action. Succeed to avoid getting caught in laundry and losing a turn. Oh. At least you're not dead on that one. The obstacles are like insta-death, insta-death, insta-death. If you read the obstacles. Oh, it's probably hard to read all of this. Obstacle. Must overcome to participate in an event. Failure means death. Overcome or be vaporized. Failure means death. Overcome with 1 success for delay. 2 successes to avoid. Failure means death. Overcome with 1 success for 1 turn delay. 2 successes totally avoid. Failure means death. Overcome or be delayed for 1 turn. Failure means death. Overcome or be eaten. Failure means death. I should just put at the top, failure means death, and save a whole bunch of... I just think it's funny that it just keeps saying, failure means death. People will be like, who wrote this, jerk? Hitch a ride on a royal barge. Failure means death. That should be the name of the game. Failure means death. Hitch a high-powered ride. Up, down 2 levels. Get there at beginning of next turn. Royal visit. A foreign royal family is visiting. Hitch a ride. That's another hitch a ride. I'm going to say land on a royal barge. Your next turn is movement without an action. Hostile forces attacking Tyrracy. Add 1 round to total delivery time. You stumble upon a... failure means death. You stumble upon a portal and can move up, down 2 levels. Failure means death. You portal to some other dimension. A magic storm appears in the skies over Tyrracy. Move backwards 1 level due to poor visibility. Flying becomes... Alright, extra action potion. Drink this potion. Roll d6. Even roll an obstacle. Odd roll an event. Then resolve. Alright, jetpack. Chemical rocket that boosts speed. 2 levels this round. Failure means explosion. Die and lose message. Failure means death. Evasive action. Succeed avoiding... Succeed to avoid getting caught in laundry and losing a turn. Failure does not mean death on that one. Garbage dump. Trash falls from sky. From the sky. Succeed to avoid. Failure means no movement this round. See, these aren't so bad. Failure means death. Okay, this one's kind of positive. This one's sort of positive. This one is not positive. That one is not positive. So this one should be totally positive. Updraft. It's an item. I mean, it could be an event too. It's an item. Hot wind. But if you fail, you just move one round. You just move one. I think that's self-explanatory. I don't have to put it there. Failure means death. Okay, there's a garbage dump, there's a laundry line, there's a jetpack, there's a potion. What else as an item interaction? I need one more thing. Oh, spark. Spark is that magic stuff, that petrified titan they're digging out in the mine. Spark it up. Your seed was mixed with spark. You're high as a kite. Magic powered flight. My seed was what? Trash falls frock from the sky. You're high, dude. It was spiked with spark. It's totally spiked with spark. Okay, your seed is mixed with spark. Magic powered flight. Auto avoid obstacles next round. Oh. What? Auto avoid an obstacle next round. So the players get to choose what they want to do, overcome, interact, participate. The adversaries have to roll a die. Do I make the players roll a die to see what they get that? Nah, I like it. I like it just the way it is. Auto avoid obstacles. All right. Without any trackers or map or anything, I'm going to play around. I'm going to play around and see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to have 3 players just because I want to see how it scales for 3 players. Player 1's going to be the translucent dice. Player 2 is going to be purple orange, and player 3 is going to, you can't have matched dice. Here, red blue, red versus blue. Okay, 3 players. Okay, active player number 1 says, all right, I'm going to deliver. You have to declare. We all start on maker dues, worker dues. We all start on worker dues. Player 1 is bold, just like their color choice, red, blue and yellow. And they say, I'm going to go to the palace. So 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 levels from where they are. So that's going to take, it's 5 points, and it takes 3 turns. Okay. So then they say, I want to interact with an object on this first one. And so they're going to roll their interaction. And at the same time, the adversaries roll. And the adversaries both got 4. Decreased die. Roll 1d6 roll by active players -1. They can't use it on the item because I rolled a 1. It says drink this potion, roll a d6. Even, obstacle, odd, and event. So now it says I got a 4, which would be an obstacle. The adversaries could drop it to a 3 to make it an event, but they're not gonna. They're gonna make it an obstacle. They're gonna, okay, roll the obstacle. So you roll a 6 for an obstacle, and it's like Risen Raven Hunt. Illegal projectile fire rains down on you. Rains. So that's the wrong kind of rains. Rains down on you. All right. Overcome with 1 success for delay, 2 successes to avoid. Now the adversaries have 2 decreases right now. So it's bad for the active player who's gonna, rolls a 4 and a 1. Failure means death. All right, that raven is dead. You get a new raven every round. I should put in here death. Death means the raven is dead and the message is lost. Begin at worker do. Again at worker do's. How did I spell it? Worker do's. To begin at worker do's level next round. Okay. That doesn't need to be there. All right, so that's resolved. Okay, poor first active player died right out of the gate. I love it. Okay, middle player, player 2, says, I'm gonna, I don't want to be bold. This is gonna be the cautious player. So I'm gonna go from worker do to markable, which means I should move there this round and deliver if all goes right. So then they say, I'm going to, I don't want an obstacle. See, now they're never going to get an obstacle. So they should have to roll. They should have to roll to see what they get that round. All right. It was funny anyway, because player 1 died right out of the get-go. Interact, overcome, participate. Okay. Interact is going to be 1 to 2. Overact is going to be, overcome is going to be 3 to 4, and participate is going to be 5 to 6. Okay. Then I have to change this. Here. Roll a d6 to determine action. Roll a d6 to determine, then roll a d6 to determine the event, item, or obstacle, then resolve. Okay, all right. Okay, so player 2 got a 6, participate in an event. Oh, cool. At the same time, the adversaries get to roll. And 1 got a 5, which is reroll, and 1 got a 2, which is increased difficulty. Now the player 1 who just died is pretty miffed, and they're like, "Do I want you to have an event?" And they say no, so they're going to use their reroll right away, and player 2 has to reroll and gets a 4, which is an obstacle. All right, adversary, player 3 adversary is fine, so they're like, I'm going to save this increased difficulty to see what obstacle they get. So the active player, player 2, rolls and says, I got a 5, which is a security check. Overcome or be delayed for 1 turn. Failure means death. And so player 3 says, yes, I'm going to increase the difficulty, and now player 2 has to roll a 5 and a 6, 5 or a 6 on both of them, or die. I rolled a 1 and a 3. Player 2 died. Fantastic. All right, player 3, seeing how things are going here, is sort of scared. So player 3 is going to roll their d6. They're going to roll their d6s. Okay. Player 3 got a 3, which means overcome an obstacle. Player 1 as adversary got a decreased die, and player 2 as an adversary got a reroll. Since player 3 already got an obstacle, they're fine with that. So they say, okay, player 3, go ahead and roll your obstacle. 6, Hungry Dragon Patrol. Overcome or be eaten. Failure means death. Oh boy. Okay, now at this point, there's a decrease and a reroll on the board. All right, so here goes Hungry Dragon Patrol. Oh no, 2 5s. Player 3 would succeed and not get eaten, but player 1 says, whoa, 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 not so fast, and decreases that first 4 to a 5, which is still a success. You only need 1 success until player 2 comes around and says, re-roll that, and then you have to re-roll that 5, and he got a 4 and he died too. All right, everybody died in the first round. I love it. I think it's gonna be like first to 5 points wins. Okay, do some playtest analysis here. Playtest analysis. Round 1. Death. 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 I love this game already. Alright. Round 2, player 1. Player 1 says, I got a 6. Let's participate in the event. Both adversaries got 1s, which means increased difficulty. Can you increase the difficulty to 3 dice? I don't know. Let's find out. Participate in an event. The event is 3 air invasion. Hostile forces attacking Tyrracy. Add 1 round to total delivery time due to avoiding battles. Okay. So you have to get a 5 or a 6. So adversary, player 2 says, I'm going to increase the difficulty. You have to get 2 successes. At that point, he fails and he's just delayed 1 round. Okay, so then on the round tracker... Oh, he didn't declare where he was going. Player 1 says, I'm going to Markoval. And they would have got there this turn, but they were delayed, and they'll get to Markoval next turn. Okay. So what happens if you can't... Does it become 2 6s? That's nearly impossible. What's the odds of rolling 2 6s? 1 and 6 and 1 and 6. What's that, like 18%? 60, that's 108. No, 17%. 60, that's 102. 16.5%, give or take. Times 16.5%. Oh my god. That's terrible. I was just thinking, like, if there's 2 increased difficulties, does one mean the first one is you have to get 2 successes and the second one means you have to get 6s? Because that was 2 5s I just rolled and that would have been a failure. That would have been a bummer. Oh my god, I did it! 2 6s. 2 6s. That only took 3 rounds. Okay, the first one is delayed. Everybody rolls their dice. Active player, adversaries. Ooh, a pair of 4s. Active player says, I got a 3, which means overcome an obstacle. They both got decreased dice. They're like, yeah, no, that's fine. Go for your obstacle. Rolls for the obstacle, gets a 6. Wind shear. Flying becomes very difficult. Fail to participate means stay on current level this turn. Okay. And there's 2 decreases. 1 from each of the adversaries. So rolls... Okay, so say it was a 5 and a 6, or a 5 and a 5. I rolled a 3 and a 1, so they failed. But oh, here, a 3 and a 5. One of the decreased dice makes it a 4 and a 3, and then they are basically delayed. No movement. All right. In this round, nobody has died so far. Player 3 rolls a 4, which is an obstacle. The adversaries are like a 2 and a 6, which is an increased difficulty and a re-roll a die. And they're like, yeah, sure, go ahead. So rolls a 4 for event. For obstacle. Avalanche, overcome with 1 success for 1 turn delay. 2 successes for total avoid. Failure means death. There's an increased difficulty. So increased difficulty means 2 successes for a delay. Failure means death. So 2 successes for a delay. 1 success means death. A 4 and a 3, they're dead. All right, back to player 1, round 3. Player 1, round 3. Oh, maybe I should. What I should do is see if I can sort this out here. I have the other camera, right? So I can show you the playtest, I guess. Maybe. Let's see here. Oh, I freaked that out. What I want to do is video capture device. C620 or 260, I can't remember what it is. Tell me what it is. Oh, it already found it. It's a C260. Okay. All right, there it is. Okay, now I just have to figure out how to hang it so that you can see the dice. Yeah, this will work. Maybe. Like, hey, look at all the crap on my desk. Okay, I didn't really think I'd be in a playtesting state today, so I didn't set this up previously. Move these cables out of the way here. Okay. All right, there's the dice tray. I'm gonna throw all the dice in my dice bag here. Put this away. This one here, this is, oops, just lost everything. Oh, there we go. I just moved the mouse. This is Warlock. It was a zine I was getting from Patreon, from Kobold Press. What am I doing? Kobold Press, this one. Oh, and then this is one of the DCC patches. It came with one of my orders recently. There's my fancy hologram DCC sticker. Huh? I used these Warlock. The Warlocks were pretty cool. Very affordable, like $5 a month for a zine size thing, packed with all kinds of interesting stuff. And I was getting them for a long time until I lost my job. Oh, and then there's this. Whoa, is it backwards? Whatever. Okay. All right, so first round resulted in everybody dying. Huzzah! Second round resulted in basically 2 delays and 2 delays and a death. High production values here today, everybody. High production values. All right, I gotta keep the game in my window here so I can see it, even if you can't. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put this down to here, my camera. There, now it should be underneath, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, camera. I'm very good at this. Here, Maybe this will work. Don't fall over. Oh, I see. It's on the wrong side. Clearly, I was not prepared for this today. All right, I'll try to keep the dice in there. All right, round 3. Round 3. Oh, and then I pulled the mouse out from under it, as it were. Just when I got it set up. Just when I got this. Okay, I got it. All right, cool. All right, so this is player 1. This is player 3. And this is player player 2. I'm just looking around to see if I have something else to hold the camera. Forget it. This will work for today. Okay, so we're on round 3. There's been 4 deaths already. Okay, so player 1 gets to roll their die. Why is it backwards? That's not right. Oh, okay. I need to... This. There we go. Okay, I got it. Okay, so in round 3, player 1 rolled a 1, which means okay, so according to the game, they have interact with an item. The other player 2 as an adversary and player 3 as an adversary got a 2 and a 6, which are increased difficulty and a reroll. Since player 1, it's fine. Okay, interact with an object, so they're going to get an object interaction. Okay, so now they're going to roll for their item. Oh, they got a 2, which is the jetpack. Chemical rocket that boosts speed, 2 levels this round. Failure means explosion, die, and lose message. They already said they were going to Markival, so they're still going to Markival, which is really only 1 level. So do they overshoot it then? Yes. The jetpack overshoots the level, and then they have to come back. I love it. Plus, there's a increased difficulty and a reroll on the board right now. All right, jetpack. Failure means explosion, die, and lose message. Okay, so player 1 picks up their dice and they roll both of them. Oh man, guess what happened? They died. Whoosh! Explosion. I love it. The adversaries didn't even need to do anything. Okay, now it's player 2's turn. This is not really a dice rolling box, if you noticed. All right, they got a 4. He, she, they, whatever. They got a 4. 4 is overcome an obstacle, and then players 1 and 3 are adversaries. They got a 1 and a 2, so that's 2 difficulty increases. Ooh, this could be tough. Okay. Overcome an obstacle. Obstacles are right here. They roll a 4, which is avalanche. Overcome with 1 success for 1 turn delay. 2 successes for total avoid. Okay, so 2 successes for total avoid. One says 2 successes to delay. And the other says, we'll just test this out, 2 6s. Oh, death. All right. Player 3's turn. They're going to interact with an item. 1 and 2 roll their adversary dice. 5 and 6. That's 2 rerolls. I feel like this is going to go poorly for player 3. Player 3 says, yes, my item is laundry line. Succeed to avoid getting caught in laundry and losing. Succeed to avoid getting caught in laundry and losing a turn. Oh, it should be and lose a turn. Succeed to avoid getting caught in laundry and lose a turn. Comma, and lose a turn. Wait. Succeed to avoid getting caught in laundry and lose a turn. Those should be together. Otherwise, it's like, oh, you just lose a turn. Okay. There's 2 rerolls. Oh! So right there, player 3 would succeed, but then player 1 says, oh, no, you don't. You have to reroll. Okay. And it's just 1 die. Oh! And then player 2 is like, oh, I feel bad for you. Go ahead and reroll again. And still failed. So that is lose a turn. Only 1 death in round 2 and round 3. Okay, round 4. Back to the top of the order. Player 1 gets a 4. Oops. Player 1 gets a 4, which means they have overcome an obstacle. Players 2 and 3 are fine with that. There's a decreased die and an increased difficulty. Increased difficulty, decreased die. Okay, overcome an obstacle. Obstacles are right here. Player 1 says, oh, I got a 4. That obstacle is avalanche. Oh, no. Player 3 says, 2. You tried to kill me. 2 successes to avoid death. Oh, I haven't been declaring my levels. It's okay, nobody's gone anywhere. All right, player 2, round 4. Player 2 gets a 3. That's overcome an obstacle. Player 1 and a pair of 2s. That's going to be 2 increased difficulties. All right, overcome an obstacle. Oops, obstacles are right here. All right, gets a 2. That's cool. We haven't seen that one yet. Stray defense tower beam, overcome or be vaporized. Failure means death. I feel like someone's gonna die because there's 2 increased difficulties. So 3 is gonna hold on to theirs because 2 tried to save them last time. But player 1 is like, nope, you need 2 successes. 2 successes. Oh, and they said they're going to Markable. Everyone's just trying to get to the next level. Oh, but it was 1 success. It would have worked, but... Failure means death. All right, player 3. Player 3 said they were going to Risen. They lost a turn, so they're currently still on worker dues. Oh no, they're going to lose this turn. They're at Markoval. They got to Markoval last turn. They lost a turn, and now, so they get nothing. So round 5. All right, round 5, player 1. Here we go. Gets a 2. Interact with an item. 2 and 3 say a 1 and 5. Increase difficulty or reroll. they're gonna see, they're gonna hold it, they're gonna see what happens with the item, and then decide maybe on a reroll. 1 and 3 don't like each other now. So 1 is like, yes, I'm gonna roll. I got a 5, which is an updraft. All right. If I succeed, I get to move 2 levels. And player 3 is like, no, re-roll that. Oh, okay. See, they got a grudge going now. All right, so then I got a 2, jetpack. Jetpack. Failure means death. There's an increased difficulty here. Player 2 says, yeah, sure, I don't like anybody. I want to win. You need 2 successes or explosion. Explosion! That's twice that player 2 has exploded on the jetpack. All right, now player 1 doesn't like player 2 or player 3, and player 3 is just player 3 is and player 2 have like a minor alliance going on here. All right, player 2 gets a 1 for their action, and then a 3 and a 6 come up as adversary dice. Okay, so their action 1 is interact with an item. A 3 is a decrease a die, which we can't really do there, and a 6. Now 2 and 3 like each other, so 3's not going to use that adversary die. So go ahead and roll your item. 2, jetpack, awesome. 1's really mad at 2, so they're probably going to try to blow him up. But 2 and 3 are pals. Okay, so here comes the jetpack roll. Oh! 1 says no, re-roll your 6. Oh no, decrease your die to a 6, and it doesn't matter. It's a 5. And 3 is like, go ahead and re-roll the 4 and see if you can get 2 successes. And you can't. Okay. So I was thinking that if you could get 2 successes on that, then you would move. You would shoot up 3 levels. Add. Okay. Plus successes. How am I gonna do this? I don't really have any space here. Chemical rocket that boosts speed. Bonus move equal 2 successes. That's not really, and then I ran out of room there. Well, it already says potion, so I don't need drink this potion. Drink. And roll d6. Oh, I know what I can do. I can take these and turn them into, maybe I can get a little space out of here if I use justified. It looks terrible, especially this one. This one doesn't look so good either. That's the thing about justified, isn't it? Like, it can save you space, but what if I turn them all to justified left? That's not bad. What if I do that on these? No. Doesn't gain me any space. But it's not, the text isn't overrunning the box, so it's good. Bonus move equals number of successes. Bonus movement, chemical rocket that boosts speed. Add levels, add level equal to number of successes. Oh, I've got space. I've got a whole line that's not being used there. So okay. Bonus level movement equal to number of successes. There, it all fits. Chemical rocket that boosts speed, bonus level movement equal to number of successes. So you could move up to 3 levels on the jetpack. Whoosh. You could go from worker do all the way to palace in 1. But failure means explosion. So, and they said, they didn't say where they were going. We'll just say they got to Risen, which they do because they got one success, so they move 2 levels from worker due up to risen, and they're going to get a 2-level delivery for 3 points. 3 points. First points of the game. Round 5, player 2. All right. All right. And it's because, well, it's not. Okay, so player 3 goes. Player 3 is going to roll their action die. They got a 3. 1 and 2 roll their adversary dies. 5 and 6, which is 2 rerolls. 3 is overcome an obstacle. 6 says, nah, go ahead. Or player 2 says, nah, go ahead and reroll that. See if you can get some points on the board. They got a 6, which is participate in an event. And knowing that some events are dangerous, player 1 allows it. So here's the events. Player 3 says, I got a 1, which is an airship race. Hitch a high-powered ride up, down 2 levels. Get there at beginning of next turn, but they have to get a success. Player 1 doesn't like them, but we're just going to see if they can foil their attempt. It doesn't matter. The reroll, they don't need a reroll. So they move. They're on Markoval. They got to Risen because they would only move 1 level instead of 2, and they get 3 points. So 2 and 3 have 3 points. Player 1 is really mad because now player 2 and player 3 have worked against them. So they're going to roll their action. They got a 5, which is participate in an event. 2 and 3 are laughing. They're like, ha ha ha, this is great. We both have points. You don't have anything. Rude. 1 is increased difficulty, or 2 is increased difficulty, and 5 is a reroll. But 2 feels a little bad for player 1. Not much. And so is going to allow the event. All right. Player 1 gets a 2. Royal visit. A foreign royal family is visiting. Land on a royal barge. Your next turn in movement is without an action. So they're going to get a free ride. They're trying to get... Oh, no. They exploded last turn, so they're like... they're going to try to get to Risen, too. Because they need to get 3 points now as well. Okay, and the other 2 are on Risen. So they're almost right smack in the middle of the city. All right, so there is a increased difficulty. So player 3 says increased difficulty. Need 2 successes, fails. Player 2 feels bad. Roll 1, fail. All right. So, but they move. They didn't get a boost or anything, but they're on Markoval now. 2 Markoval. All right. Here we go. It's round 6. Player 2. They get a 3, which is overcome an obstacle. Player 1 gets a decreased die, and player 2 gets a reroll. Player 1 says overcome an obstacle. They're fine with that. All right, so the obstacles, again, an obstacle 6. Hungry Dragon Patrol, overcome or be eaten. Player 3 is okay with that. Player 1 is okay with that. Player 3 is like, oh no, I don't want you to die. So they use their reroll to make them reroll, and they get a 3 instead, which is a risen raven hunt. More coffee today. More coffee. Okay. And player 1 says decrease that to a 2, and now it's stray defense tower beam. 1 success means they survive. Failure means death. So they need a 5 or a 6 on one of these 2 dice. No, death. Death. Okay. It's a lot of death. All right. Round 6, player 3 gets a 6. That's participate in an event. 1 and 2. 2 is really mad at 1 now. 1 and 2 both say increased difficulty. Participate in an event. We slide over to events here. They're right up at the top. All right. Oh, they got a 1. Airship race. Player 2 doesn't want to increase the difficulty, but player 1 does. They're like, you need 2 successes to get this airship ride. They got 1. So they're going to move 1 level. They're on Risen. They're 2 markable. They're on Risen. We'll say they were going to worker dues. To worker due. And now they're on Markable. They could have got 1 point and maybe won the game. All right, round 7. Player 1. Here we go. Player 1 rolls a 5. Player adversary 2 gets a 3, and adversary 3 gets a 1. Okay. 5 is participate in event. 3 is decrease a die, and 1 is increase difficulty. Participate in event. They're like, okay, go ahead, roll an event. 1, airship race. 3 can't decrease that die, but 1 can say you need 2 successes to get there. No successes. But they went from, they were going from Risen to Markoval, which they make. They get 1 point. All right, now it's 1 to 3 to 3. Because they were here, they were up on Risen, and they made it back down to Markoval. Okay. Some animosity in this game now. A 3 for the active player, a 6, and a 1 for the adversaries. 3 is overcome an obstacle, 1 is increased difficulty, 6 is reroll, 6 says, I don't want you to take a, or 3 says, I don't want you to take a reroll. I don't want you to get an obstacle, now you got an item, but 1 can increase the difficulty. Alright, so 2 rolls for their item, they get a 2 jetpack. 1 says 2 successes or death. And this is revenge, explosion. When you die, according to the rules, you go back to worker due and you start there again. So, that was a death, no, an explosion. Okay, I'm going to say 10 rounds. We're going to go 10 rounds. This is player 3, round 7. They get a 4, 2, and a 6. 4 is overcome an obstacle, 2 is increased difficulty, 6 is rerolls. Player 2 says, since you gave me the reroll, I don't want you to take an obstacle roll. They still got a 4. It's an obstacle either way. They got a roll for the obstacle, which is a 1. Airship turbulence, overcome, or failure means death. They get chopped up in the rotors. And player 1 says, you need 2 successes to get over this, and that's death. How many ravens are in Tyrracy? Because we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We lost 12 ravens. There's a raven kill count. We're at 12. Okay, round 8. 8, 9, 10. 10 is going to end the game. Round 8. Active player gets 3, overcome an obstacle. Adversary 1 says decrease die. Adversary 2 says gets a reroll. 2's feeling kind of bad, so they say go ahead and interact with decrease that to a 2 and interact with an item. Oh, thanks 1. Thanks 2. Oh, they get a 6. Spark it up! Oh, your seed was mixed with spark. Magic power flight, auto avoid obstacles next round. And they need a success to get it, which they don't get. Nothing happens, but they do move 1. They're at Markoval, and so they're going for the palace. They need 3 points to win, and time is running out. So that Markoval, they want to get to the palace. So they went to Risen on this level because nothing bad happened to them. And now it's player 2. Round 8, player 2. 3. They get a overcome an obstacle. 1 says increase difficulty, and 4 says decrease die. Again, player 3 hooked up with player 2 here and says decrease that die to a 2, which is interact with an item. 1 isn't sure, or 2 isn't sure that that's a good idea, but they'll do it. I don't know where that box came from. All right, interact with an item. They get a 2, jetpack. Now, number 1 could increase the difficulty, but 2 just did them a solid and let them get moving. So 1 success means 1 or 2 successes is boost. That is a success. They can boost 2 levels. They started at worker, and they get to Risen for another 3 points. Oh, worker do Mark of all Risen for another 3 points. 5, 6, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now player 3 is going to abandon the alliance with player 2 because player 2 has 6 points. The only way for... Oh! They were at Markoval to Risen to Palace. Okay, alright, so player 3 just died, so they start at worker do, and they say they're going for the Palace. Because they need 5 points to win. Screw player 2. They get a 4. The adversaries roll. Alright. Overcome an obstacle. Increased and 2 increased difficulties. 3 has to overcome an obstacle. Alright, obstacles are right here. 5 says security check. Overcome or be delayed 1 turn. Overcome or be delayed 1 turn. That's not failure, means death. So, overcome or be delayed 1 turn. Alright. Player 1 is like, no, you have to get 2 successes. Player 2 doesn't know the alliance is over yet. But they're delayed 1 turn. So, they're stuck at worker do. They didn't move. Okay. Player 1, round 9, player 1. Player 1 is on Risen. And they're going to the Palace. So, they were on Markoval. They went to Risen. They need to get up to the Palace for 3 points. If they get there this round, they get 3 points. Alright, so, player 1 in round 9 rolls a 1, which is interact with an item. Player 2 gets increased difficulty. Player 3 gets decrease a die. Interact with an item. The item is updraft. You find a rising tide of hot air. Move 2 levels this round. Oh, they could shoot. They're at Risen. They could shoot past the Palace and then have to come back in round 10 for their 4th point only. But there's no death in this one, so if they fail, they're going to get to the Palace. Now, so player 2 is like, okay, you need 2 successes. So player 1 doesn't make it, but gets to Palace and 3 points, which puts them in 2nd place currently, behind player 2, which has 6. Player 2 has 6, player 1 has 4, and player 3 has 3. Now player 3 is kind of really mad at player 2 because they helped player 1 get points. All right, player 2's turn in round 9. They get a 5, participate in event. Player 1 gets a decreased die, and player 2 gets a increased difficulty. All right. 5 is an event, so they're gonna roll for their event. It's a 1 airship race. Ooh. They're on Risen, and they're gonna go down to Worker Do. So they're going to Worker Do. That'll get them another 3 points if they succeed. With the airship race, they could get there this round. They could get there this round. Player 2 is like, hell no. You need 2 successes to get there. Player 3 has a decreased, or player 1 has a decreased die. They're probably not going to do anything. Oh! Pulls out the double sixes. You can't see them. There they are right there. Pulls out the double sixes. Whoop. For the mega point win. So 2 sixes succeeds, which is ride 2 levels. Was on Risen, makes it all the way to Worker Dues for another 3 points. 1, 2, 3, 9 points total and there was nothing player 1 could do if they had wanted to. All right, round 9, player 3. I think player 2 is going to win. They got a 1, which is interact with an item. Player 1 really doesn't like them. They got a 4, decreased die, can't do anything. Player 2 is kind of miffed now, and they get a reroll, and they're like, they're gonna lay back. They're like, no, go ahead, interact with your item. So player 3 rolls a 5. They get an updraft, and it says find a rising tide of hot air, move 2 levels. Okay, they're on the palace. They're at the palace. No, they're going to the palace, and they're on Worker Do. Okay, so they're gonna try to get an updraft. Oh, they're gonna try to get an updraft, but player 1 is like, no, decrease your die, and now you have a garbage dump. Trash falls from the sky. Succeed to avoid. Failure means no movement this round. They're fighting for second place here. Hey, Splashy Moth TV. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that's a double success. 5-6. I'm just play testing the Ravens of Tyrracy, which I've been making this. Now, that's 2 successes. So they're going to move regularly. But now player 2 comes out of the weed and is like, nope, you have to reroll one of those. Oh, and it's just 1 success. Trash falls from the sky. Succeed to avoid. Failure means no movement this round. But they couldn't stop them. So on their way to the palace, they go from Worker Do to Mark of All. So the levels of the game. So you're playing Ravens in a message delivery system in this mountain city of Tyrracy. This mountain city was the adventure I wrote a couple weeks back. So you have Worker Do down here with the big statue, and then Mark of All with the Ferris wheel, the Risen level, and then the palace. And your Ravens trying to fly back and forth and deliver the messages to get points. Currently, player 2 is winning with 9 points. Player 1 has 4, and they just succeeded. Well, they almost succeeded in keeping player 3 from moving, because they're basically fighting for first place or for second place. Now, oh, so player 1 is at the palace. They could go 3 levels all the way down to Worker Do and get 5 points if they get super lucky this round. This is the final round. So, here's the dice. All right. So they have to roll to see what their action is this turn. They got a 2. So according to the rules that I have in progress here, is that interact with an item. So they're going to interact with the item, but the adversaries get to roll their action dice. They got a 3 and a 2. 3 is decrease a die, and 2 is increase difficulty. So with a 2, there's no sense in decreasing that die by player 2. So it's going to be interact with an item. The item list is right here. They get a 2 jetpack. Oh, they could get 2 successes and go 3 levels and get 5 points and tie for first place. But there's a decreased die and an increased difficulty. So increased difficulty in this one would be remove 1. So they're like, okay, you have to get 2 successes to move 1, or you fail and you die. Because right now you just need 1 success. So they're like, you need 2 successes. And they explode. Total failure, no successes, explosion. Whoosh. And the decreased die from player 2 is null. There's nothing they can do. All right, so player 2's last turn, round 10, they get a 3. A 3 is overcome an obstacle. Player 1 is resigned to their fate. They get an increased difficulty, and 2 increased difficulties. Nobody wants player 2 to go anywhere, so they're like, yes, overcome an obstacle. So I'm gonna roll for the obstacle. That's a 5, which is security check, overcome or be delayed for 1 turn. Both of them throw in their. Now it can't succeed. Can't possibly succeed. Got 1 success, which would normally be a win. But with the 2 in there, so they're delayed. So they're going from worker to, no, they're at worker and they got 3 points. And so they don't move, no movement. All right, end of the game right here. To see if they can score some points and take second place away from player 1. So they get a 3. Player 3 gets a 3, which is, oops. Player 3 gets 3, overcome an obstacle. Player 1 is fine with that. They get a 1, which is going to be increased difficulty. And player 2 gets a decrease of die. So they're like, yep, go ahead and overcome your obstacle. They roll for their obstacle. Thanks for following Splashing Off TV. 6, Hungry Dragon Patrol. Ooh, are we going to get another person chomped by a dragon to end the game? All right. They're going to roll. Player 1 is like, I don't want you to get any points. I want your character or your Raven to die so that you end in 3rd place. You need 2 difficulties or 2 successes. Now player 2 is sitting in the catbird seat, as it were, because they have a decreased die, and if there's a 5, if player 3 gets 2 successes, a 5 and a 6, they could keep them from scoring points. And they get chomped to death. Player 2 wins with 9 points. Second place goes to player 1. Player 3 is really pissed off. They got 3 points and are really mad at the other players. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 deaths in the game out of 30 potential deaths. I did 3 players for 10 rounds. That's a pretty good kill rate. That's what, 3 1/3% per out of 30. So 3, 30, 42, and 4. That's like a 46% death rate. It's way lower than I thought it was going to be, but I'm satisfied with it. Overall, there were, I didn't track all of them, but there was 1 rocket, 2, 3, 4 jetpack explosions. Okay. 4 jetpack explosions. Alright, this is good. The game plays alright. I need to make a map, and I need to make some trackers. So trackers I'll do last. I should save this. this map of Tyrracy I still have in Incarnate. I'm gonna go open that up right now. Oh, it's 2:10 already? Alright, I don't have time. I guess, so, Friday, I'll be back at noon Central, and I will make a map and create the trackers. And trackers might just be... This works pretty well. It might be something like this. Like the player number, and then destination and result. I think that's all it has to be. So that's going to be, because I have a 3 o'clock game I have to go run. And I need to eat something before that. But overall, I think the game is exciting. There's definitely a lot of death in it. Scoring points is rare unless you get lucky or you play it safe and just go level to level. 46% death rate. I mean, it's 100% death rate for all life, so that's not bad. All the other ravens die of old age, successfully having successfully delivered a message or two. All right, tonight, 9 o'clock, if I have the players for it, because sometimes I know one of them is ill and isn't going to make it. Nope, that's today. That's next week. Every other Wednesday we play Starcrawl here at 9 o'clock Central. This week we're playing Mischief Gold and Piracy, which is our DCC nautical campaign. Strange things are afoot, and the show is getting ready to wind down soon, because there's going to be a big plot twist, and people gonna die one way or another. So, thanks everybody. Oh, let's see if anyone is streaming. Pop into go into Chrome and see if anyone is streaming. Gen Con. Email from Gen Con. New dates and format for Gen Con 2021. We announced postponing Gen Con 2021, which was August 5th to the 8th, to September 16th to the 19th, by offering a flexible range of opportunities to participate. We hope to safely include the largest number of people in the Gen Con experience this year and adapt to conditions as they are in September. In person at Gen Con in Indianapolis, with capped attendance and a modified format. From home through Gen Con online events and live streaming, and at local game stores through pop-up Gen Con retail activations. Oh. Well, good for them being aware that things might not be great in August. Let's see. Me. No. Cobalt Press. Ha! Cobalt Press, one of their products showed up on the show here today. Because it was lurking about on the Warlock. Quiet you. Quiet you. Alright, so we're gonna raid Cobalt Press, why not? If there's anybody left. 2 viewers. Thanks everyone. I'll be back 9 Central tonight, and then this will continue Friday when I finish the Ravens of Tyrracy.